Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another reading. Yesterday it was the full moon. I didn't do a reading. I wanted to, but I just didn't have the energy to. However, I did do an Instagram written pick a pile, which I put up on my community post. Feel free to check that one out. And I'm so excited to finally announce that Jack and I, well, otherwise known as States Unlocked, have launched our first ever course on healing the inner child. And I'm really excited because not only will Jack and I be teaching you guys how to heal your inner child, but it's almost like we'll be taking part in the course with you guys. So I'm really, really excited, especially with my experience of being an energy reader, spiritualist, and tarot reader overall. And of course, I am an actual teacher. I'm qualified, as well as Jack. He's more on the psychology based end of the spectrum, not really much of the spiritual elements. However, he is a qualified therapist. So this is really, really exciting. There's going to be a discount to the first 15 people who subscribe to signing up to the course. I'm saying subscribe because I'm thinking of YouTube. And I'm just really excited to launch it because me and him have been literally talking about this, planning this, and it's finally coming to fruition. Okay, so the first 15 people will be getting a discount. If you want to know all the details, they're in the community post and also in the description of this video and in the comment section down below. So I'm really, really, really excited. Another note that I wanted you guys to know is, again, I'm sorry I'm always bringing this up, but I feel the need to bring it up. I've been nominated for an RBE award, and that's for music for best single of 2024. It would mean the world to me if you guys could vote for me. It doesn't require money. It doesn't require signing up. It just requires clicking the link down below and then pressing Awkward Confidence, aka C, Queen of Swords. I need you guys' votes, and I feel like you guys have been the most supportive people on the planet, and I'm already really grateful for those who have voted. Now, I do have a lot of different announcements, but it's going to take a long time to get through them, so I'm going to try my best to narrow it down. But yeah, I'm just going to keep it short there. So I have 6 piles today. We're going to be finding out what are people's first impressions of you. So it may not be who you are, but it's based upon first glance, first experience with you. Okay, so pile 1 we have intention, may you be called to begin. Pile 2 we have conserve, may you find the balance. Pile 3 upbeat, may your inner child come out to play. Pile 4 trust, may you take a leap of faith. Pile 5 wish, may your wishes be granted. Pile 6 thanks, may gratitude lift you up. Okay, I also wanted to announce, well, not really announce, it's more like something I should say all the time, which I try my best to say in the middle of the reading. If you want a personal reading with me, the link is in the description down below and in the comment section down below. Just send me an email. It's always good to provide context before you ask your questions, and I'll be straight on it. Okay, so I'm gonna start. So pile 1. Okay, so pile 1, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, well, 3, 2, 1 actually, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. You guys chose intention, may you be called to begin. You also got the salamander and the black pepper, which is inspiration. From tarot, you have the high priestess, which is Pisces energy. And then you have water sign energy with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the 8 of cups, let's say the 5 of cups. We have I'm busy, and we have abundance. Okay, I'm hearing a lyric in my mind, and I think it's by Nicki Minaj. I think it's, okay. It has a word that not many people should use or can use. It's N-word, looking as, or this is an American accent, looking as N-words, basically. And in the song, she mentioned something like, people want my time, call me Clinton, because I'm billing these N-words. So I feel like the impression that you guys give to people is that your time is precious. Your time is money. You do not have time to just socialize and hang out and just, you know, frivolously do things unless it's earning you money or if it's some sort of benefit to you. You are very selective with your time, and I'm not getting a stuck-up vibe. It's not that people find you stuck up. They just find you very hard to have a wine dine with, because with you, you're always busy, you're always focused, you're always doing something. So it's very hard to catch you in a time where you just want to relax. Even when you're with people, people may sense that you have this urgency to you, that you're always in a rush, that you always want to go. Like you want to hang out with them and then you want to cut it short. And it's not because you don't like the people, it's because you always feel like, okay, my time is precious. I got to do this, I got to do that. And for some of you may go off a lot of like ADHD traits where like, okay, all right, I got a lot to do. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that. And you may underestimate your time skills, okay? And I say this because we have I'm busy, okay? And we have abundance. So you guys also come off as very career orientated and very ambitious. So you may want a lot for yourself, and there's no such thing as a limit to you. Like if you want something so badly, you believe in your heart space that you are going to achieve it, and you're not afraid to put the work in. So you are very good at self-motivation, and people see you as someone with big goals and big dreams, and you're doing well for yourself. But it's also like the busyness. So even if you're just working for somebody else and you don't really aspire to, you know, have your own empire, you just like elevation in that kind of sense, like progressing from one position to the next within a company. People just see you as very ambitious in that way and very busy. It's like you don't have as much time for people. And I'm getting, it's not really by choice. It's just more of a case of stability and finances mean a lot to you, okay? We have the 8 of Cups. So yeah, this is giving the energy of like, I got a dash, you know, I'm always on the way out. I'm not getting that people find you disinterested in them, but people feel that way when you're in a rush, even though they know the reason behind you being in a rush is because you have a lot going on. You always have somewhere to be, okay? People feel like they don't know enough about you, like intimate details about you. They feel like you don't really open up, and it's not necessarily because you don't want to, but you don't really get a chance to connect with someone on a deeper level enough to open up. You're more like the listener. You give off listener vibes where people don't mind telling you about themselves and you listening, but when it's time for you to be open, like maybe you don't really get much time to do that because you're just like, okay, I got a dash. If you want me to listen to you, I'm going to listen to you, and then I got to go, you know? With the High Priestess, this is giving off very secretive, but not in a way where it's intentional. It's like you just don't have an urge to share much about yourself. But if someone was to ask you, you're happy to give. This kind of reminds me of me, I'm not going to lie. Because I'm the same way, maybe not with you guys, because I really love you guys. But I feel like with people in general, I'm quite selective about my life. Unless someone genuinely wants to know, I will tell them. But if they don't want to know, I don't volunteer it, okay? But with the High Priestess, you guys are also coming off as someone who's very mysterious. So yeah, again, people just don't know much about you and they want to know a lot about you. I heard reading the room, so a lot of you know how to read the room, so you're going to be very selective in general with who you want to be open with and who you don't want to be open with. I am getting a vibe though that if you do devote your time and energy to someone, you really do care about them, because I'm getting that's very, very hard for you to do given your time. But you're very selective, very intuitive, very mysterious, and you're always in a rush, okay? Because you're always busy bee, chasing abundance, chasing dreams, goals. You come off as a big inspiration for many, because we do have literally here inspiration, and it's because with you, nothing can stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. Like if you want something to happen for you, you just go after it. You don't wait for things to happen for you. I'm also getting that you're the type of people where you don't surround yourself with people who are only successful. Like you don't mind surrounding yourself with anyone, like, because you're very non-judgmental. However, your energy makes people feel inspired. So you could be an unintentional influencer where, like, because you have big goals, big dreams, big hobbies, and nothing really stops you from achieving them, and you feel like anyone's capable of achieving what they want, you subconsciously become a cheerleader for other people who may not be in your position. So you inspire a lot of people. And I'm also getting you, some of you guys could have gone through so much and you didn't allow your bad experiences to stop you from achieving your goals. And some of you may even be considered partially successful already now. And people see that as an inspiration, especially the people who like know of you but had never really got close to you. Like maybe if they heard about you through somebody else, okay? But we have intention. So yeah, people see you as someone who's very intentional. So whenever you do something, it's always with a purpose. When you hang out with someone, it's because, okay, I like this person. I'm going to feel good talking to this person. But I'm also aware that this person is associated with this and works for this person. So maybe spending time with this person, I'll be able to get some good advice from this person. Everything you do is very intentional. And if you say, for example, let me bring myself as an example. I'm a mum, right? And whenever I have childcare available, that's when I'm able to go out. If I feel like, say for example, a plan gets cancelled, but I still have someone to look after my kids while I'm out, I'm like, okay, well, I might as well, even though I've been cancelled on by this friend, I can use this time to now go somewhere else for myself that's going to benefit me. Like everything you do is intentional. Like you don't feel like, okay, you're going to waste the time. Like you're going to make great use of your time, even if plans change. And even like, again, another example, if you are, I don't know, if you are very into fashion, for example, what you wear is very intentional. If you are feeling sad, you're probably going to wear a lot of very depressive like colors or stuff like that. Or if you are going to a certain event, you're like, okay, I'm going to dress like this because it denotes this. Or if I'm going to do this, I'm going to wear this because it denotes this. Like everything's very intentional with you. It's like there's no such thing as a coincidence. Even when you go out and you decide to have fun with people, it's like, okay, this is mutually beneficial, so I'm going to do this. You're not going to go out of your way to waste time. And I know it sounds a bit off. I don't want it to sound like it's coming off in a way where there's like a use, like you're using others, but it's more like you don't want your time wasted. You want to make sure your time is being valued. So everything you do is very intentional. You don't believe in just wasting your time, basically. All right. But that's the impression people get of you when they first meet you. That's not to say that's who you are, but that may just be what the vibes are getting. But that's all I have. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, thumbs up the video and subscribe. And let me know if it resonates with you. And don't forget 15 people, the first 15 people to join the course of Healing the Inner Child will get a discount. And if you want a personal reading, the details are in the description down below. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Okay, 2. 1144, pile 2. You guys chose Conserve. May you find the balance. You guys also chose the Vulture and the Asphodel, which is Upheaval. We have the Devil card, which is Capricorn. And then we have the Moon card, which is Pisces. So Earth and Water energy. Then we have Fear. And then we have Pride. Okay. So what are people's first impressions when they meet you, pile 2? Okay, people get an anxious energy from you. And I say this because of the Fear and the Moon card. The Moon card is all about elimination, things being hidden, and feeling a little bit anxious overall and confused. You give off an energy that can be very confusing. And not only does it make the people around you feel confused about what kind of person you are, what kind of energy you hold, but they get a sense that you yourself may come off as a little bit anxious and confusing. So a lot of them, they don't know much about you. They don't know whether they can like you or dislike you. They just feel very confused by your energy. Some of you may have social anxiety. And that's why sometimes you may have people thinking, does pile 2 even like me? Or is pile 2 just socially anxious or just awkward or just introverted or shy, you know? Because we have a fear element. So yeah, so people feel like you may have social anxiety, okay? But we have also pride. So some people, especially one thing I've noticed, and I'm not trying to hate on any extroverted people, so please don't come for me. I'm not intending to shade any of you guys. I love you guys. But I'm getting, you may irritate a lot of extroverted people, as in like, because you may be quiet and reserved, especially with this Conserve card, find the balance. You may be a little bit selective with who you give your energy towards, and extroverted people or people who are very much more social may take offense to this. They may feel like you don't like them because I'm hearing, oh, you think you're better than me, huh? And there was a funny reel that I watched. It was actually not funny, but it's a reel that I watched about a black girl who happens to be autistic, and she was saying how she gets a lot of hate for just not speaking much in the workplace. And then her boss said to her, or her manager said to her, oh, Jennifer thinks that she's better than everyone. Jennifer thinks she's better than everyone just because she doesn't want to speak. And it could not be further from the truth, but it makes people feel uncomfortable if you're not social like them, because they feel like maybe they're not worthy enough for you to be open with, or maybe you don't like them. And I don't feel like you guys do this on purpose, okay? And see how I just stuttered and I just flipped up on my words. So people may feel like there are other people who get a sense where they're not offended by your quiet nature or your reserved nature. They may just take it as maybe this person is shy. Maybe this person is just awkward. Maybe this person is just has social anxiety, because see how I made that blunder. So people get a fearful energy from you. We do have upheaval. You give people the impression that you've suffered a lot, or you've been made to feel less than before, and maybe you're a bit guarded with who you let your guard with. So sorry, you're selective with who you let your guard down with. And some people may think that like you may have a lot of like, you may be more on the pessimistic side of life, where you just don't give a vibe whereby you're just like, okay, everything's going to be great. And I don't think you give off that vibe, but that's the way they interpret it if you're not as talkative or upbeat when you speak. Some people may feel like you're depressed, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they may feel like you're going through something, especially with the upheaval. You give off a vibe that like you've gone through so much pain, and maybe that's why you're very selective with who you spend your time with or who you talk to. But for other people, they take this offensively. They feel like you think you're better than them and you just don't want to talk to them, especially with the pride here. They feel like, oh, you don't want to be close to anyone, and they take that personally. It just depends on who you ask. But yeah, you come off as very reserved and conserving your energy. So with the right people, you're yourself. But with certain people that you haven't really gained a sort of trust with, you're a bit selective. And against that may offend some people, but then that also may make other people think maybe they're just shy, you know. But very intuitive though, similar to Part 1 in a way. Like you guys come off as very intuitive, like you can read the room. But like again, it doesn't mean you're going to be very energetic and upbeat with everyone. And I feel like this really offends people who are extroverted. I don't know why. And I say this because I've been through something that like majority of my life. I'm very talkative with you guys because I love you guys, and this is my channel. I feel a lot more free. But when I'm with people I've just met, I'm also very, very quiet. And it was the case even in my last workplace. I was so quiet, and they had to call me in to complain that I was so quiet because my quietness offended any people. And I'm like, wait, what? And I don't know, maybe I'm just a really black and white thinker, or at least I was. I just thought a job was just to earn money and then that's it. I didn't know that you had to spill tea about your life. I genuinely didn't know that. But again, I'm that type of person where if you ask, you'll know the answer. If you want to know something about me, I'm happy to share. But I don't feel the urge to be like, hey, did you know that I have 6 fingers on my right hand? Like, I don't, guys, I don't. But that's just an example, right? I don't really like info dump, if that makes sense. I do on this channel, but not in real life. But that's all I have. I hope that resonates. Let me know how you feel about that. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, a thumbs up, and most importantly, subscribe. And don't forget to sign up for the Healing the Inner Child course. The first 15 people get a discount. And if you want a personal reading, all the details are in the description down below. Let me know. Okay, I'm going to move on to Part 3. Okay, so for Part 3, 17 minutes and 57 seconds, you guys chose Upbeat. May your inner child come out to play. We have the Hawk and the Thistle, Graceful Persistence. We have the Ace of Cups, Water Sign Energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have Earth Energy, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, you guys will have a lot of masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay, we have Gratitude, and then we have Karmic. All right, so what's people's first impressions of Part 3? A lot of wisdom, and especially with the karmic here, because a lot of people get this word twisted. They think a karmic is someone who is toxic, is the kind of person you have a relationship with that is going to cause you a lot of trauma and pain, and that you learn the hard way from. Or even when you say the word karma, people think it's like a punishment. But really, all what karma is, or karmic is just lessons. The lessons don't have to be painful. They can be fine. They can be neutral. It's just something or someone you learn a lot from. So the energy you give off to people is that you are someone who a lot of people can learn from. Some of you could be teachers, such as myself, okay? We also have Gratitude. So there's an energy to you that is very humble. You may come across as someone who's well-established, stable, you have money, but you're very grounded, you're very principled, you have a good character, and you're very humble. Like no matter how much you make, you'll always be the same way. No matter how far you get in life, you always remain humble. And I'm getting with Part 3, you guys don't brag about anything in your life. You have a lot of accolades. Like a lot of people who would be in your position would show off, but you don't. You just don't feel the need to brag. And maybe in your mind, you don't see these things as accomplishments, or maybe you do, but it's so it's deemed as so normal for you that you don't feel the need to go on about it. Like, for example, it's like going to university. If you go and get a degree and a master's and a PhD, to many people, that's like, wow, like, whoa, you've made it in life. You're very smart. But to you, you may feel like, okay, but that's just another day for me. Or I come from a family where everybody has that, so it doesn't feel like a big thing, you know? So maybe you don't feel the need to show it off. Even with money, I'm getting you guys could have a business, or you earn good money, or you're stable. Anything you want, you can afford it. I'm not saying you guys are filthy rich, but you're in a position of stability and you're happy and content with where you're at. And you look good, you smell good, you know, whatever it may be. And the way you carry yourself is as if you are someone who hasn't achieved what you've achieved, because you don't show off, okay? Yeah. We have the King of Pentacles here, so very stable. You come off as very grounded and a loyal person. Like, if you're a woman, you're a woman's woman. If you're a man, you're a man's man. You come across as very stable, very down to earth, loyal, dedicated, a good person overall. But the Ace of Cups, you're very hard not to love. When you approach people, people don't see you. What is that? I can see a big van. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, you come across as very loving, very caring. You vibrate love. You are love. So it's very hard to dislike you. And I feel like you teach people lessons, but in a good way. Like, as in, like, you know, when people are so used to negativity or bad people or having bad experiences with others, you're that one person that changes their perspective, and you make people realize good people still exist, which is beautiful. You are vibrating love, okay? There's a part of you that comes off as very mature, but you also have a side to you that's very like childlike, very innocent. Your intentions are always pure, because we have Upbeat, may your inner child come out to play. Like, you're very much, you guys are very empathetic people. Like, I feel like you treat other people the way you want to be treated. And when it comes to kids, like, there's something about kids coming through. Maybe you guys have kids, or you're very good with kids, or you may have had childhood trauma, and you treat people in a way where, as if like you haven't gone through childhood trauma, if that makes sense. Like, you treat people with so much love and so much care, to the point you make people question, is this too good to be true? But it's not. Like, that's just who you are. One of your purposes in this world is to show people that good people still exist. Okay, we have graceful persistence. Yeah, people are taken aback by your strength. Why can I hear something? What's going on? Okay, I thought my son was home. 222 as I said that. So you guys move in alignment. You guys move with love. We have graceful persistence. There's some energy to you that has a lot of strength, a lot of love, a lot of support. I'm hearing titanium by Sia, so it's like, you shoot me down but I won't fall. Like, you're that person who is very good at motivating yourself, a lot of perseverance. But I don't understand how people can get that impression from you first time by just having a conversation with you. Or maybe it's because you have a really beautiful outlook of life, and maybe people think like, oh, that's so unrealistic. That's not how the world is. The world is horrible. But your mentality is, it doesn't matter if the world is horrible. Why should I adapt to how the world is if it's not good? Like, why can't I remain who I am and show other people that just because everybody else is doing this doesn't mean we have to move that way? So again, very unconventional in a beautiful way. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I can relate to this as well, but not me gassing myself up. But yeah, you guys have a very motivational way of speaking to others, and that's probably why the karmic is here. You teach a lot of people new perspectives, and you always leave people feeling vitalized and like loved and energized and feeling good about themselves, okay? But that's what I'm getting for pile 3. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Let me know if that resonates. Don't forget to thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. And don't forget, for the course, for Jack and I's course, the first 15 people are getting discounts. And if you want a personal reading, description down below, in the comment section down below, just drop me an email, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to move on to pile 4. So 24 minutes and 5 seconds. You guys chose trust. May you take the leap of faith. We have the wolf and the rose hip, which is guardianship. Sounded like I said guardianship. From Tarot, we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. A lot of masculine energy today. And then we have 7 of Swords, which is Gemini energy. Well, not Gemini. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know why I said Gemini. Are Gemini sneaky? Do Geminis ghost people? And then we have maybe, and then we have insecurity. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, pile 4, you give off a very guarded energy. This reminds me a bit of pile 2, but with a twist. So maybe there's some messages in pile 2 for you. But you have people feeling that they need to earn your trust because you give off a very guarded energy, like very masculine, even if you're a woman. Because with this Emperor card, this Emperor is like well respected. So people respect you, okay? People see you as someone who you are very strong, you've been through a lot. Even if they don't know what you've been through, you just give off the vibe of a warrior. So people just naturally respect you. Maybe you have accolades to back up the things you've achieved, or even if you don't, it's just an energy thing. Like when you walk into a room, you just command respect, okay? But this respect also intimidates other people because there's also a guard. Like people can't be themselves around you. People feel very like a bit intimidated and shaken up around you, okay? And people feel like they need to earn your trust in order to get closer to you because they may sense that you don't trust easily. There's a lot of control over yourself. I don't know if you hold back, but people sense that you hold back. We have the wolf and the rosehip, which is guardianship. You're very protective over your loved ones, but you're also protective over yourself. Yeah. The good thing about you is if you don't like someone, they will know. Like you don't believe in being fake with people. You're not mean to people, but like you don't pretend to like people if you don't. But people feel like you give off a bit of a detached, maybe avoidant kind of energy. I only say this because of the 7 of Swords, which is kind of like avoidant. It's kind of like sneaking away, ghosting, sometimes in some case lying. But I'm not getting mostly to do with that. I'm getting more so like kind of distancing and leaving people. Some people may feel really abandoned by you. Like I'm getting a scene of people talking in a group and you're talking to the people that you actually trust a different way, but then the people that you don't trust, you glance at them and talk to them and look them in the eye, but you won't be free with them. But then with the people you are free, you'll be a bit more relaxed, a bit more silly, a bit more, you know, lively, and it makes people feel like you maybe don't like them. Okay, because we have insecurity, and I don't know if people get a sense from you that you're insecure, whether you don't know how to be open with just anyone because there's trust issues, or you make other people feel insecure because they have to work harder to earn your trust in order for you to just unlock your personality around them. Because we have maybe. So yeah, you have people doubting you. People don't know what to make of you, powerful. They don't know if you're a good person, a bad person. They don't know if who you are coming off as very stern and strong is an accurate representation, or if you just don't like them. They don't know. I feel like people don't know. They think that there is insecurity with you because you're not being open with them, or you make them feel insecure because they have to work harder to earn your trust. I'm getting some people, majority of people they feel entitled to your personality and your time and your comfortability. So when you're not ready to offer that, they feel inadequate. They feel like, did I not make the cut? Why is Power 4's energy so closed off towards me? It's not closed off towards that person. Do I need to earn their trust more? And you make them question themselves. So you bring insecurity in others, but they also may sense that, is there an insecurity with them? Because why are they so guarded? Did they get hurt? Did they not trust people? You know? But with the maybe, like at the same time, they just don't have one concrete thought about you. There's so many possibilities of who you can be because they can't read your energy properly, okay? But they feel very abandoned by you though. They feel like you're the type of person where you get to know someone, you talk to them here and there, and then you don't really initiate a conversation, okay? So it makes them feel like maybe they don't like me, or maybe they're abandoning me, or maybe I wasn't fun enough or whatever. But yeah, just you're very protective of your energy and your loved one and the people who you hold dear. If you have kids, you don't post them, you don't tell people about them, you don't talk about them. It's not that there's shame about your family, it's just you don't really care to give out information about yourself, okay? This reminds me of pile 2 a little, okay? But yeah, you're giving a vibe that you value loyalty, so it takes you a while to open up with people. And if you feel like someone's not meant to be in your life long term, then you just kick them to the curb, okay? But that's what I'm getting. Let me know if that resonates. Don't forget to thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Don't forget we have a personal course called Healing the Inner Child. If you're interested, the first 15 people will get a discount. And also if you want a personal reading, all the details are in the description down below. Don't be afraid to email me. I'm going to move on to pile 5. So pile 5, 29 minutes and 39 seconds. You guys chose wish. May your wishes be granted. Okay, so I was just looking at the time. We have the cat and the lavender, which is independence. We have 3 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, which is, yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have water sign energy with the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. More water energy with the 6 of Cups. And then we have soulmate. And then we have I miss you. Sorry, my rabbit is like touching my foot. So what's people's first impressions of you? You're very independent. We have independence here, the cat. I'm not gonna lie, your independence kind of makes people want you even more, because you don't come across as clingy. You don't come across as I need you, I'm gonna be all up in your space. You're very like, I can get things done on my own, but it makes people want to be close to you and want your energy more. You come across as very romantic, okay? Not necessarily that you're the one being romantic, but there's a side to you that's very artistic and very creative. I don't know if it's the way you dress or the way you talk, the things you like, the music you listen to, but there's a very romantic and artistic thing about you that makes people swoon. Some of you are very good with your words, like you know the right words to say to other people. So maybe people are projecting this onto you, this whole romance. Maybe people are romanticizing you. You could just be a very kind person, or you're very witty with your words, but people really like what you have to say. So either you're an artist or you're just very good with communication. I think when people spend time with you, they really do miss you, because we literally have the 6 of Cups and we literally have here, I miss you. So you're on a lot of people's minds because you come off as very friendly, very understanding, very loving, very kind. And sometimes people feel like you're only being kind to them. But really, you could just be kind to everybody because that's just who you are. But people romanticize it, okay? We have soulmate. So a lot of people feel like you're their soulmate. And I think it's because you understand people really well. You have a knack for understanding people. You could be very empathetic or intuitive or just a good judge of character. With the 3 of Wands, you're someone who's always moving forward. And this ties in with the independence. So you don't really stay for too long. Like whenever you're around people, you enjoy the company, you're very present with them, you give them your undivided attention, and then when it's done, you go off and do your own thing, your own responsibilities, you go home. You make people think about the kind interactions they've had with you, and you make them cherish it and miss it. So a lot of people always miss your energy, but I'm getting you don't give off much of your energy all the time, but when you do, you're very present. You're probably that type of person that doesn't really text or doesn't really call or doesn't do any of these things, but when you are in the presence of people you love, you give them all your time. You're probably not even looking at your phone, and people feel very loved and nurtured by that. There's something about your behavior and actions that really heals people. We also have wish, yeah, so people see you as a wish fulfillment, but they also feel like you have a life that many would wish for, even if in your mind you're like, really? I don't see it. To them, they feel like they would rather have your life than their own life. But you're also a wish fulfillment to many because you come off as so sweet and so kind and understanding, yet so independent. Like you're the perfect blend of I've got you, but I'm not gonna be up in your asshole. You know, you have kindness, but there's a boundary there, and people love that. For some of you, it's your fashion sense that is very adorable. It's gorgeous. It's very feminine. Yeah, there's a lot of feminine energy here. But yeah, people really like your energy because it's very genuine, it's very sincere, and it's lighthearted. Like you could always have a smile on your face, and you could always be very sweet to people. Like people haven't seen your angry side, and I think it's because you're very good as a person. And if you're not in a good space of mind, you kind of take a break out because you don't want to take it out on anyone, okay? And people just like your energy. A lot of like, there's something about the words you say that make them feel loved and nurtured, and they really like that. Your energy alone just screams nurture, nourishment, love, you know? It's very sweet. People feel really understood by you, okay? To the point that after people have a conversation with you, like they want to keep going, or you make people feel good, okay? And it's because you're a genuinely good person, okay? Rare gem. You remind me of pile 3 a little bit. Maybe there's some messages in there for you. But that's all I have. I'm going to move on to the last pile. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, thumbs up the video, and subscribe. And for those of you who are interested in doing the Healing the Inner Child course, the first 15 people are getting discounts. And if you're into a personal reading, just drop an email down below. It's in the description. It's in my comment section. Let me know. I'm going to move on to the last pile. So last pile is pile 6. 3424. A lot of synchronicities in timestamps I've noticed. Okay, we have thanks, may gratitude lift you up. We have the chipmunk and the laurel, which is success. We have Ace of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is earth sign energy. We have the Page of Swords, which is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we have water. So we have all the elements here, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have unite, which is here. And we have jealousy. So what are people's first impressions of you? Oh, ciao. At first, I was just thinking, do you give off this jealous vibe? Like, are you giving off a vibe that you're jealous of other people? But I'm getting it's more so you make people jealous unintentionally, because we have success here. So people get this vibe that you are successful, even if you feel like you're not, because success is subjective. There's no one way to be successful, okay? It's just about what other people may deem as success. Like, for example, if you're in a happy, committed relationship or you're married, people may see that as successful. Or if you have beautiful children who are intelligent, people see that as successful. If you have a good job that has a very good education behind it, that's success to some people. If you are someone who's just rich, regardless of what you do for a living, that's successful to some people. Regardless, people feel like you have success or you're on your way to success. And you give off a vibe that you're very grateful, because we have thanks here. So again, similar to pile 3, I think. Very humble person. You come across as very, very blessed. Okay, you're in a position where a lot of people wish that they were. You also come across as very intelligent, because we do have the Page of Swords, and that's someone who always has a thirst for knowledge, but they don't share necessarily what they know, but they're always searching for new knowledge. Okay, you come across as someone who's always researching things. You have more knowledge than what you share. Okay, you're seen as very energetic as well. People feel like you get a lot of energy out of nowhere with the Ace of Wands. So either you're always busy, you always got something doing, or you do multiple things. You could have multiple streams of income, or you just have a lot of energy. Okay, and people just feel like, whoa, like pile 6 needs to, you know, take a nap. Because people don't know how you do it. Like, you always, like, no matter how busy and tired you are, you sound like you're refreshed and you have all the energy in the world. Okay, people see you as very, very stable with the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like people have this inkling that when they talk to you, they want you in their life for a long term, like it's not something temporary. But with this 5 of Cups, I am getting a vibe that it's not that people disappoint you, but it's more to do with like the way you live your life and who you are, or even if it's just an energy thing, you make people reflect on their own life unintentionally. And you make them think that they're not doing enough, okay? Especially with the 5 of Cups. Yeah, you make people unintentionally feel like they're not doing enough in their life. And that's where probably the jealousy is coming from, because you may seem very energetic. You may seem like you have a lot going on and you're really proud of what you got going on, and you're always doing something and it's always amazing. You're always coming up with something to do. And you make people who don't have a lot going on feel like they should be doing more, okay? And they subconsciously assume that you're judging them or that you're disappointed in them. I don't know why, okay? People love your energy because we have unite. So people feel like they always want to be around you. And whenever they are around you, they feel a bit more stabilized, okay? I do want to clarify what this jealousy card is about. Can we clarify jealousy? I think it's maybe people envy the position you're at in life. Even if you're like, what's there to envy? You would be surprised. People could be very jealous of the most smallest things. Even just you being happy and at peace with yourself. Can you clarify jealousy? Yeah. Oh my God. I love it when tarot does that. I shuffled right in front of you guys. I literally said some people can literally be jealous of your happiness. Like you just being content. Because a lot of people are not content with their life. And simply, this is just you being content. A lot of people may be in the 9 of Swords energy where they're not content. Like some people could have more than you, could have more money than you, more recognition, more status, and still be unhappy. And they'll be jealous of someone who has less than them because the person that has less than them is very content. So it's just it's your vitality, it's your energy, it's your aura, it's your overall happiness, okay? So this is what sparks a lot of jealousy when people meet you, because, you know, there's a disorder. I don't know what disorder this is, but I did watch a video on TikTok of this girl saying that, oh, I'm really jealous of people because I refuse to believe anybody's that happy. I feel like they're all pretending, and so it just irritates me to see people so happy. But you'd be surprised, some people are just genuinely happy, and I don't know why people, I think subconsciously people like to project onto others because they're not happy. They feel like, if I'm not happy, I don't see how you're happy, like you're faking it. But some people are just very happy people. Some people just have a knack for seeing the beauty in their life and focusing on the things that are going right instead of the things that are going wrong, okay? And everybody has different levels of pain. Like, say for example, something bad could really happen to one person, they'll cry about it, and then a few days later they're over it. And then for someone else, they could cry about that same thing, and it can take many, many years for them to get over something. So I feel like with you, you just really bounce back very quickly. You just come off as very vibrant, very happy, very successful, very stable. And it's almost the jealousy that people derive from you is like, it's the fact that you're not even trying. Like, you're not like trying to be the best. You're just content with where you're at in life, and you just do your part, you work hard, and that's it. And maybe people feel like, I've been working harder, so I deserve more. And you're just kind of like, okay, if you want help, I can help you. Like, you just don't understand where it's coming from. But you come across as very sound and very humble, very energetic, okay? Similar to Pile 3, like, I'm getting a vibe that with this Page of Swords, you don't do talking, okay? But I'm going to end it there because my son has come back from school and just in time. So thumbs up. Don't forget to drop a comment down below and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.